Ladies and gentlemen, I am the ConflictNerd. Hello and welcome to this, the final episode of SimCity. For now. I'm gonna say for now because if they suddenly release some DLC that turns out to be fantastic, I will jump on this game again. I also have some ideas for a potential Season 2, so there you go. Bit of something I sort of didn't want to tell you guys, just in case it doesn't happen, but I understand that some people are annoyed that I'm stopping this game and that I've stopped Game Dev Tycoon, but there are reasons for it, and I'll go into those at some point, probably in this video, but there are reasons. In fact, I'll tell you my reasons. This game is getting very samey, and I'm noticing everyone is saying that. You know, Lumbridge, for example, is on like 2 million simoleons, or it was 20 minutes ago when I was letting the game run itself, because I need to be closer to finishing the Great Works, but Lumbridge is at a point where it's pretty much running itself, and all I need to do is finish the Great Works site. You know, the city's on 2 million, losing 416 simoleons every hour, but it's making money off of exporting, and, you know, the Great Works site is 60 bits of alloy off of stage 2, whatever the hell that is, probably construction. But that's not to say that there's not still work to be done, because there most certainly is. There's a lot of rubble, and there's a lot of abandoned buildings, and I'm noticing that most of them are small, little houses. So, I'm thinking that that needs to be dealt with. But what also needs to be dealt with is this issue with this water pump here running dry, which is not good news. So we need to find somewhere to put a water pump. That area is already dry. Up there's going dry. Down here could work. Or perhaps down here, actually. Yes. So we'll put it about... there's not a lot of room, is there? There's not a lot of room. We could put it there. We're gonna have to, really. Okay. And that should do us for now, but I want to put a filtration pump on that side. Which is, it sort of sucks because it gets rid of some big buildings, but it's fine. It's necessary to keep people happy. So what I want to do today is basically finish the Great Works, as we've been aiming towards for the last few episodes, but I want to go out and be happy. You know, I don't want this to be episode 50, the one where I finally lose my shit and bitch about the game. That's not fair on the game, it's not fair on you guys that have enjoyed this series. So what I want to do is see if I can fix some of these problems and just have a bit of fun. Because that's what's important to me with gaming. So we're going to have some fun. And to do that, I want to go ahead and spend a bit of money. And to do that, well, it's fairly simple. First things first, I want to get rid of this since it's not working. So bye-bye to that. We should be okay. We can afford that. But let's go ahead and de-zone a lot of this land around here. Which is a bit of a big deal, really, because these are some of the first areas that we zoned in Lumbridge, if I remember correctly. It's entirely possible that I don't remember correctly, and I'm talking out of my ass, but, well, we shall see. What I want to do next is get rid of a lot of these roads. Because, yes, get rid of the water tower. Because this area is a bit, well, naff, shall we say. It's not great. And I think it needs work. Okay. So let's go ahead and bring all of that down. This is going to really impact our money. And was that... Okay, I should probably connect that. Actually, no, I can demolish it. Okay, goodbye to that. Now let's go ahead and demolish the buildings along here. No, I do not want rid of the clinic. I want rid of that household, though. Okay, good. So now we have a lot of room to work with. And what I want to do as my first move here is connect... Oh, I can't. I need to get rid of the clinic. Okay. Goodbye, clinic. Let's bring a road across. Oh, bugger. Not like that. No, not like that. Oh, for God, really? For bloody hell. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and drag a road from here. Why is that doing that? From there to there. Okay, straight line, please, to that point. I don't know if that's straight, but it'll do. Okay. I want a nice curvy road to come... Why is this being weird? To come round like that. Yes, that's exactly what I want. Okay, perfect. Now what we do... Am I getting horrible... I am getting horrible frame rate. Wow. Really? Is my computer suffering in the heat this much? If you're not aware, the UK has been experiencing massive heat waves over the last couple of weeks. And, you know, you might think, oh, the people are suffering, you know, it's too warm for people. It is, yeah. No, can I make that a four-way junction? Can I can? No, you know what? I don't think there's actually anything on that road, so I want to get rid of it. Yeah, there's nothing on it, so let's get rid of that. Look at all those trees. Wow. Okay. So my next move is going to be to do something that I've done before. And that's basically create... Okay, I need streets. Something like this. Hold on, I need a straight road. But this size up to about there. And then this size down to about there. And I'm going to have to do the same on this side as well. But that'll be a nice divider for various things. And I don't want to put anything on the avenues because that usually causes problems. So if we do this and bring it down to about there, there's no point putting anything there because it won't be built. In fact, hold on. D-zone whatever the hell's there. Demolish that construction site. Okay. Now, I've realized there's no point having this central road because nothing will get built on it with the two roads on either side. So let's do that. And let's do this. And use the space nicely. And we'll see what gets built there. Maybe some skyscrapers will go up eventually, but for now, I think that'll be okay. Now, there isn't a hell... There we go. There isn't a hell of a lot of demand for residential. The big demand at the minute is industry, which is a bit annoying to say the least, but we'll have to deal with that. So let's build this like that. I don't really want to zone much more residential or industry, if I'm honest with you. But, well, it may be necessary at some point. The good news is traffic seems to be going a bit better. And I imagine that may be down to the decrease in the population. But I'm noticing as well that a lot of the problem seems to be buses. So I might try... I'm either going to have to encourage the use of buses or discourage the use of buses. I don't know. I think getting rid of buses doesn't really seem like a great idea. But it may have to be done. What I am going to do is go ahead and rezone this entire area. Because it's a little bit meh as well. So let's do that. Let's just dezone all... Oh, this up in here. Like that. Okay. And now what we want to do is simply blow everything up. Oh, yes. Even the park. And whatever we have around here, all of this is going bye-bye. Now, are they building again? They are. There's still some zoning there. Okay, goodbye. You're not building on this plot of land. It's like, hey, it just got demolished. We should probably build there. That sounds like a fabulous idea, guys. It's really not. Get out of here. You're not building on my land. Okay, so there's a problem. There's a bit of an awkward junction there. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. Now, it's a big risk. I'm pretty sure trading can cover us for a little while. But what I want to do initially is have a nice high-density road come across to about here. And then we can have this one come across to about here. And then another one come across to about here. And another one to there. Okay. So what that will hopefully do is give us some room for... I guess we could zone some industry. I mean, they want industry, so let's give them industry. So we'll put some industry along there. Like that. And to hell with it, we'll put a little bit more along there. And I want to zone a bit of commercial just to keep those guys happy. And then some residential to see what happens. I mean, I don't think residential will necessarily work right there, but you never know. We might get one skyscraper or one tower block or something. But hopefully that will help with the development of things, and that will allow traffic to flow much easier, because it's a series of straight routes to where they're going, as opposed to a series of looping roads that go everywhere. Also, no more traffic on avenues, so traffic isn't trying to suddenly turn off the avenue at one point or other. Now, that's sort of the problem all along here. But it should be okay. I do realize that this road here was originally created to combat some of the problems we had, but it seems to be okay. The whole traffic problem is still a problem, but we're dealing with it as best we can. And as best we can is, what we're doing. There's apparently a problem here. There's a water shortage. Okay, so something I noticed, and this is something I can't believe I didn't notice before. This woman looks like Margaret Thatcher. And she's in charge of mining operations. Now, if you're a citizen of the UK, you will either find that incredibly hilarious, or you're going to be offended. Either way, you can't deny that that's pretty fucking clever. That's clever. I see what they did there. Fair play to you, Maxis, or EA, whoever wanted to be the controversial ones there, but whatever. I find it funny, to be honest, because it was clever. I find stuff like that funny. Oh, there we go. We got a tower up there, which is fantastic news. Bit of industry going in here, some bigger industry there. And why is this traffic still a problem? I guess we still have a series of looping roads, which we don't necessarily want. I think this area is a hell of a problem, but I dread to touch it because of how it's shaped. It's a load of curving roads, and see, that's the problem. As I've said many times, Lumbridge was never created to be a big city. It was created to be a bit of a source of workers for other towns. I can't remember which one specifically, but it was created to be nothing more than a storage for people, basically. So it's a little bit awkward that it's gone this way. I find it funny, really, that the city that I didn't want to develop is the one that I've spent so much time developing, and it's the one that I've possibly spent the most amount of time on. I just love that fact. I really do. And I really love the city, it's great. I really do like the city. I'm also noticing we have more... Whoa! We have a massive deficit in water. What is going on there? I realize there's water problems, but is there a dry pump or something? You're running dry. Okay. Shit. We have some issues. Now, the thing is, there isn't really anywhere to bring in water from. Which isn't good news. Actually, hold up. We can put it right there. Oh, I might have just solved our problem. Okay. Let me get that. And that. Right, are we okay? Yeah, there we go. Look at me go. Any other pumps run dry? No, these guys don't have water right now, but they will have shortly. You're pumping water to the city. You're pumping water to the city. It all seems to be going really well. Which is great news. This whole area seems to be flowing much better than it was as well, which is also great news. I think what we should do is go ahead and install some new bus stops, because we don't actually have any along these roads. Okay. We also don't have any along here, which just will not do. Wow, frame rate again. I apologize, my PC is probably overheating. It's really not PC weather right now, although this doesn't seem right at all. You know, for a game that's meant to be running all of the calculations on the servers, it's really taking a hell of a toll on my PC. Funny that, isn't it, EA? Yes. Let's put some trees down. Look at the state of this place. I'm pretty sure one of you did tell me to place a lot more trees, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. It seems like a fairly good idea. It makes the place look nice, and I could swear I did this in the last episode as well. I'm almost certain that I did this in the last episode, so where the hell... Oh, what the fuck? I clicked on something? Yeah, get lost. So yeah, where the hell all the trees have gone since then? I don't know, maybe they died or something. To be honest, with the amount of pollution going on in that area of the city, it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, you plant a tree and it's dead already. Just instantly dead as soon as it hits the ground. Or as soon as it sprouts a root or something, I don't know. I'm not exactly a tree specialist, that's not what I'm good at. Frankly, I specialize in being bad at video games. Okay. How is the grit work going? We still need 50 more. I guess the trucks are still having trouble getting into the city, which... Let's have a little look and see... I mean, where is traffic being held up? I understand that this junction's probably causing problems, but I'm keeping it purely because... Well, you know, now that I think about it, if I was to connect it up there... I mean, traffic isn't a problem on that avenue, so maybe connecting that there and disconnecting it there will help traffic? Question mark. It seems to have done something. I guess that traffic all goes straight down to these buildings now and up and around and stuff, so that seems to have helped a bit. It'll be interesting to see what the case is when morning comes along. Watch the traffic when the morning come. Oh god. There's so few people are going to get what that's from. I believe there was a commercial, I don't know if it was in the US, but you see the thing is, I can make so many jokes and references to stuff I've seen on TV as a kid and throughout the years, but so many of you guys are from the States that you haven't a clue what I'm talking about. And I don't know if that's why you subscribe, it's like, British charm, or if it's, what an idiot. But either way, I can't make jokes about British TV because you won't get it. But anyway, there was a commercial a while back about some bloody, what was it, a milkshake, like a smoothie or a yogurt drink. It was something, it was called Yop, and they had some like reggae rap thing going on for the tune, and it was kind of cool, but oh god, my childhood. What else was there? I don't know. I don't know why I'm talking about commercials. I should be playing SimCity. Although this is still not going any further. You see, the thing is, something I've discovered and something I've managed to do a couple of times, I could literally tab out of this game right now. Well, I couldn't because it's in full screen, but if I put it in windowed and tab out, it will just run and it will work itself. Because we're making about 2,000 simoleons per hour in the city and we're making money from trading, we are in a position where we could pretty much just be like, hey, we're just going to leave the city running and let it do its own thing. What's this? The streets aren't safe. Hire more police, god damn it. Okay. I guess we could maybe afford another squad car or two. If I can remember where I put the police station. Okay, so there's the big one. How much is one of these and how much does it cost per hour? We can afford a couple of those. So let's get 2. Put more police on the streets. And a crime prevention center. I think one of these is a good investment. So hopefully we'll see less crime in the streets. But we now have 28 police cars. So that should be fine. Also, the traffic's flowing really nicely at this time, which is very good news, because it is pretty much rush hour right now. So the fact that the traffic isn't backed up for, you know, as far as the eye can see, that's good. That's very good. Okay. So it seems that our garbage collection thing is doing okay. Could probably turn one of those off, but at the same time, is it really worth it? I mean, the city needs more power, apparently. Oh, holy balls. We have a deficit in power? Really? How the hell did that happen? That'll make a fair bit. So let's get one of those. Okay. We're making 16 simoleons per hour. We're hitting it big now, guys. We're making the big bucks. Okay. Let's have another little look at this. Why is nothing being shipped out to that? I mean, there's no trucks leaving this. There's no trucks leaving my city. I find it really weird that there's like development and construction seems to have completely stalled. Send resources. I would love, but you know, they're not going. Not quite sure why. Let's have a look at the trade depot. Alloy. Used locally. So why are they not collecting the alloy? What's going on with that? I mean, really. It's kind of annoying, if anything. What's this? So what can we... Oh, we can send vehicles out and loan them and stuff. Okay. Fair enough. I noticed that all the cities I started originally are doing okay. Whereas the most recent ones like Conflict Town, Detroit, and Figaro Forest all need something. I find that quite funny, to be honest. I've basically gotten worse at what I do. Okay. So this has alloy. That can't ship the alloy anywhere. Why not, though? I don't understand. Okay, let's turn that off for a minute. And turn it back on. That's how you fix everything, right? That's generally how you fix broken technology and stuff, isn't it? It's, I mean, like the PS2, you turn that off and back on and it'll work. And if it doesn't, you punch it and it'll work. You couldn't do that with the original Xbox, though. You know, you turn it off and back on and it doesn't work. You try to punch it and it punches you back. You know, that was a beast of a console. Okay. So traffic's a problem, but none of the traffic is an alloy truck. Why? Seriously, what? Why is this a thing? Why is this stalled? Have you got anything to say? Information. No, you're useless. Work, goddammit! No? Not gonna work? Well, that sucks. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna venture forth into perhaps not conflict time. We're gonna venture forth into Detroit. And we're gonna see if we can ship stuff from Detroit. In fact, hold on. You know what we need to do? We need to send a gift. We need to send money. How do I send money? Simoleons. I would like to send lots of money. 500k to Detroit. Okay. And once that is sent, I shall switch over to Detroit and see if we can start shipping stuff to the Great Works site. Because this isn't working at all, and that's annoying. That's incredibly annoying that we're so close and it's not working. Ah, beautiful Detroit. Said no one ever. Okay, so the simoleons were apparently sent, but they haven't been received, which sucks. That's fine. We'll do that eventually. But yeah, so what we're going to need to do is watch the Great Works site, because it might... There we go. So we're apparently sending alloy to the Great Works site. There we go. We just got our gift of simoleons. So yes, we are apparently sending alloy to the Great Works site. But is it going to go the same way as Lumbridge did? You know, is it going to be a case of, you know, you're not sending alloy because it's not working? Because if it's not working, I'm going to be really pissed off. I'm going to be honest with you. I will be sort of fucking livid if at this point and this stage, after 50 episodes, countless hours, and many nervous breakdowns resulting in alcoholic binges and drug abuse, the game doesn't work. You know, that would be a bit much. And I will not be happy if that happens. Now, I can see an alloy truck driving about in the city there. But where is it going? Okay, trade depot, apparently. Okay, so that's not the case. Right, that's rather annoying, but whatever. Oh, wow, the amount of... Interesting, I've never seen a traffic jam for traffic leaving a city. Ever. So that's different. Is that... That's a lot of taxis as well, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Apparently that building is on fire. Okay. Well, this place seems to be going quite well. It seems that the simoleons that it's making are heavily outweighing the amount that they're making off of trading, yes. They make... Oh, wow. They make a lot of money here from trading. That's quite impressive. Let's have a look. Is this developing at all? No. No, the alloy trucks are just cruising about in the city there, not actually delivering alloy to the Great Works site. I'm actually very confused as to why that's the case, but whatever. Let's see if I can get Detroit into the green here and make it, you know, get it making some money. That's what is crucial. So they want some residential. They want some residential zoning here. There's not a lot of demand for commercial, so what I think I'm going to do, even though I love my commercial zoning around here, it looks really good and I'm really happy with it. What I think I want to do is dezone that area and then proceed to demolish this area. Then rezone it along here with some commercial. Or, sorry, residential. And let that develop into something nice and big. Preferably, you know, tower blocks, not little shitty houses. Please don't be little shitty houses. That is not where little shitty houses should be. Develop into skyscrapers or something. Develop into skyscraper. No. Oh my god, really? You were kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. So I knocked down my skyscrapers so these guys could build shitty little houses. Great. Oh, that's just great. That's just perfect. That's exactly what I want. It's working. Oh my god. Please? Are you is it actually working? I think he dropped something off. It hasn't updated. But, you know, SimCity's not actually able to count, so there is a truck. And it's either just worked, it's either dropped stuff off, or it's going to collect stuff, but it's doing something. Come on. Come on, you beautiful bastard. You know what? I'm not going to look, because I will just get worked up over nothing. Why are those? That really annoys me. That actually pisses me off beyond belief. The fact that it's like, hey, you know this, hey, you know this really built up area. We're going to build shitty little houses in this area because we can. Apparently, the people that moved in there are very bad at, you know, being Christopher Walken, but, well, you know, they moved in, they built shitty little houses, they can be whatever they want to be. That truck there is going nuts. Is he looking, like, is he unable to get alloy and he's just kind of circling around, or what is he doing? I'm very confused. I will say, wow, just noticed how much money the city's losing. That's interesting. Perhaps I should rezone this back to commercial. Because, well, there's demand for, a little bit of demand for medium wealth commercial. So, let's try dezoning that. Let's demolish the shitty little houses. And no, we're not moving out of our houses. There we go. So maybe that'll spawn some nice big commercial buildings. They appear to be bigger than the houses, so that's fine by me, to be honest. Okay. So let those develop. There's still big demand for industry, which I find to be really interesting considering, you know, all things considered, there's a massive industrial sector there. We've got our commercial here and a bit down there, and then we've got masses of housing. Couldn't find shops or parks. You couldn't find a park. Where is your nearest? Right there. You lazy bastards. Granted, your nearest shop's going to be over here, but that's not that far. I'm sure there's buses or something. I would assume there's buses. I want to click that guy. I want him to come back to the city. Okay, go to this view. Go to trading. That truck there is a recycling truck? What? So wait, was that not actually a... I don't know what that was. I feel like I'm living a lie. Oh my god. I don't even know anymore. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's... Oh god, I'm becoming Christopher Walken again. I don't know what's real in this game anymore. Disclaimer, I never claimed to be good at a Christopher Walken voice. So if you're gonna comment below and start bitching like, you're so bad at being Christopher Walken, Just don't. Because I know I'm bad at it. Okay. So it's not working from Detroit either. And I can't be bothered getting the city into the green because it's making money. It's making shitloads of money. So let's go to Figaro Forest, the city that we haven't visited in a little while, and have a little look about. Because, well, we might find something here that we can do to help out with the whole Great Work situation. We may also be able to help Figaro Forest a little bit, because it needs something. I can't remember what it needs, but it needs something. And if I can get that something, then, you know, the people of Figaro Forest will maybe love me the way they should love me, but sadly don't. You know, it's a love hero. Oh my god. Fuck. It would appear that we're 16,916 simoleons in debt every hour here. Oh wow. That's kinda crazy. Oh my god, 1,480. We need 20 more to come down here. And then we'll be done with the Great Work site. I wonder if we can get those 20 bits of alloy down here before Figaro Forest is set alight for the insurance money. It'll be very interesting to see. I would quite like that to be the case, though. Because Figaro Forest can be the one that, you know, it's like, the city's dying, but they can at least contribute the last crucial pieces to the puzzle that is the International Airport. Or as I've lovingly dubbed it, the International Space Station. But I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Where is all the money going? Education. Okay. Turn off the university. We're still having problems. Turn off the high school. Turn off the grade school. Turn off the community college. Turn off the high school. Wait, we've got two high schools right beside each other. I'm a friggin' idiot. Turn off the grade school. Turn off the... Keep the library. Why the balls not? Great. So all the schools are off, and we're still losing a lot of money. Turn off the... blub, 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 blub. What can we turn off? That. No. Yes? No. Keep that on. Metals HQ. Yep. Off with that. Hospital. Yeah, I see no reason to keep that on. Oh, you're kidding me. Great. There's a zombie apocalypse. Just what I needed. And... What? What the hell? Why did the money just shoot back up? It was at like 6,000. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. Turn off the fire station. No, keep the fire station on. We need that. Zombies. Oh, hello, hello. Are you delivering the alloy? Because if you're delivering the alloy, I will kiss your beautiful bald trucker head. No? Okay, fuck you then. That guy's useless. He's a disappointment to his family and the city. In fact, he's a disappointment to Conflictopia. Okay. Let's go to Conflict Town. Because, well, it became the capital, didn't it? It sort of became the capital, and... You know, I love Conflict Town. It's sort of my favourite city, although Lumbridge is really competing with it. It is really, really competing with it. But it'll be interesting to see, because the the amount of alloy in the airport has sort of gone up as we switch between cities. So, oh my good motherfuck. Right, Conflict Town is sort of, how can I put this nicely? Fucked, frankly. Right, well, shit. Let's not talk of Conflict Town anymore. It doesn't exist. I'm not entirely sure why, but the zombie apocalypse music is still playing. I'm sort of okay with it though. Ever so slightly okay with it. Now let's see. Is Lumbridge... Oh, holy balls. 1490. We need 10 more pieces of alloy. And we can move on to phase 2. So this will be the point where phase 2 is like... phase 2 is like, hey, you sort of need another 1,000,000 pieces of this. And it's like, oh, hell fuck. Oh, come on. All we need are those 10 pieces. Now let's have a look. Anything I could do in the city. So sewage is a bit of a problem, but we're managing it. Oh my, what the hell? Where are all the police up there? All of those sirens are going. Are they all going to that criminal? Where are they going? They're just following each other. That's not exactly how the police work. Usually. Come on. Oh, I see an alloy truck. I see an alloy truck. Oh. Is it? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Come on. I'm sorry for the annoying voices, by the way, but I'm excited, to be honest. You know, this is technically the end of an era for me with the channel, because this, you know, this game is the one that sort of, you know, it gave us like 350 subscribers in the space of 2 weeks, and that's a really big deal for a small-time channel. So, you know, you guys that have watched, you know, thank you. It means a lot, but, you know, it's time to move on, and I want to say it here and now, since for a while this was our flagship series. If you're pissed off that this series doesn't exist anymore, go and find other channels that do it. I'm not going to be annoyed. You know, I understand. But don't start complaining and bitching and messaging me and disliking everything else that I do because this ended. Because that's dumb, frankly. That's really dumb. And it's, you know, we're a variety gaming channel. It just so happens that we, you know, variety isn't common practice, but it does exist. Okay, here's another alloy truck coming around. He's coming up to that corner. He's coming to the long bend here. Is he gonna be the one that drops off the last pieces of alloy? No. Well, that was anticlimactic. That was very anticlimactic. We're apparently losing enough... Are we honestly losing enough money where it's now a problem? No, we couldn't be. That makes no sense. Oh, come on. Send more bloody alloy. Ah, to hell with it. Let's demolish some buildings. Got this. Got this. Where's the rubble? I want to tick down the rubble. Okay, let's get rid of all of these guys. Okay. Why is the zombie apocalypse music still going? Oh my god, this street's pretty much empty. That's different. Now this one has traffic. Not quite seen that before. That's a nice little change there. What's up with the fire people? Hazmat fires destroying the cities. Or, well, the city. Deal with it, bro. Why is this not updating? There's been 2 trucks have gone down with what I assume is my precious alloy. And haven't done anything. Maybe I need to go to another city and it'll update. Is that maybe the case? Maybe we should find out. Yeah. Let's find out what happens if we go to Detroit. And ladies and gentlemen, it's finally done. Oh my god. I don't know how this works. Oh, what the really? So, we don't have enough workers. Really? So, how long does construction take? No, we don't have enough workers, so it's not gonna bloody work. Let's go to... Motherfuckers. Fuck it. Back to Lumbridge. So apparently it's the same situation over here. We don't have enough workers. Does that mean we just need more people? I don't know how this works. I want to at least get the thing being, you know, into the construction phases before we go anywhere. You know, that needs to be a thing. Problem is, this city here is pretty well dealt with. It's, you know, all of my cities are, well, they don't have that many poor workers. Come on. Really? Is it... How do I get more workers to a great work site? You know what? This area is causing nothing but grief. I want to de-zone it. Out of sheer frustration and anger. This is what I do when I'm angry. Don't mess with me, punk. You can't handle this. And such. What I shall do is zone some residential there. And hope that these poor bastards go down to work at the Great Work site. That's my theory. Probably not gonna work. Anywhere else I could zone stuff? Maybe here? No, that's a police station. Is that working? Please, it was in throw. Come on! There's nothing I can do, and that pisses me off. There's actually nothing I can do, because this city is too rich, and people don't want to work there. This city is too something, people don't want to work there. This city's fucked, and this city's fucked. Oh! Oh! Hello. Okay. So how slow is this process? 5. Okay, that's good. 5. Can we get a 10? Higher or lower? Can we get a 10? And 10. And 10. 10? No? That's it. Really? Is this how painfully slow the process is? Why didn't someone tell me this? You guys are bastards! You all know this game! You could have told me this! It's like, hey, ConflictNerd, by the way, there's a whole process after you get the materials to Great Work site. It's gonna take you like 3 days IRL to get it built, but, you know, I'm not gonna tell you that. Wait a minute, is this gonna be like 5% every day? Because if it is, then fuck that. I mean, no offense and no harm to anyone, but fuck that. You see, the thing is, this is my complaint with SimCity. There's nothing for me to do but watch this thing spin around. I've done all I can do over here. The place is making money again. Also, these guys are living in shitty houses. Although I will say traffic's flowing much better than it has been. I'm really curious to see what the process or the progress is on this. Okay, you know what? Let's wait for morning and see what happens with this. Okay, it's 5 AM. We now have stuff going on here. One of the changes I've made is the alloy is now going to be exported from the city. So we're going to make a bit more money off of that, which is really good news because I want to at least have one really successful city, and it seems that Lumbridge is going to be that one successful city, which I'm okay with. It's nice that the underdog has come out on top and all that stuff. We're still at 5% here, which sucks, but you know, maybe the workers don't start until like 8 or 9, the lazy bastards. Granted, I can't say anything, I'm rarely up before noon, but that's not the point. These guys have a job to do. I don't. Well, I do, but my job can wait. For example, right now, it's about, I don't know the exact, no, I do know the exact time. It is currently 2:22 AM as I record this. So, that's a thing. Might explain my weird accents and voices and whatnot, but well, you'll have to deal with it. Now, this isn't developing any further, and that annoys me because I want to know what the progress is and how it increases. You know, is it 5% every day? Fuck. Not enough workers again, really? So we had enough workers all night, and then when it actually comes to morning when they should be working, they decide to fuck off. Good job. Good job, guys. Why aren't there enough workers? Is it because we're not making a lot of money again? Maybe I should lower taxes. Or increase taxes so they go out and work. It's like, hey, I'm going to tax you equally whether you're working or not because I'm a bastard. Find the money one way or other. Even if you have to rob the bank. I'm sort of aware that that's not exactly how taxes work, but whatever. Oh, come on. Why does it have to stall if you don't have 300 workers? I don't understand that. It would make so much more sense if it was simply a case of, oh, the work is going slower because we have less hands to do it. That's just fucking dumb. I mean, how am I meant to get more workers in this case? It doesn't make sense. Too much crime, too much crime, too much crime, no shoppers. Ugh, they're all worried about crime. There's nothing wrong with crime. It's not like anyone's gonna rob you guys. You all live in a bloody industrial area. That's punishment enough. I don't understand this. How can I get more workers? I mean, it doesn't even tell me where they're coming from. You know, that's the problem here. You know, Petrol London needs... Petrol London? Where's Petrol London? Bankside Petrol... Fuck, I forgot I even had that city. I can't do anything with Conflict Town because that city's boned. Unless see, it doesn't give you any information. It doesn't say, oh, hey, you're going to need this kind of worker. You're going to need this kind of worker. It's simply, you don't have these people. When in reality, I have 631,524,000 Sims in this region. They can't get 300 to work on the international airport. Really? Are people that lazy and that incompetent? You can't find 300 people to stack some bricks and lay some flat road. I could fucking do that, and I've never done manual labor in my life. That might explain so many things about me. At least Lumbridge is sort of successful, though. It's gone down the same route that every other city has. You know, it's a big trading city now. It's selling alloy, it's selling metal, it's making over 420 to 430,000 every day, purely from trading. which I think is okay, to be honest. It's possibly our most profitable city yet, and I think that would be a good point to go back and visit stuff like Petrol London. Because this is a city I haven't looked at in a very long time. And, God, I didn't even know it existed. If I remember right, though, it was one of you guys that named Petrol London. Can't remember your name, but I'm pretty sure it was one of you guys that gave it the name, Petrol London. Let's have a look. Oh my god. Look at this. My way of building cities has changed so much. Wow. It's funny as well, because I used to think this was a really, really good city. I honestly believed that, and it sort of isn't. Really, it's not that good. It's dreadful, really. It's actually dreadful. Kind of sucks, but it's nice to come back and see it, and see that it's, you know, this is one of the places that we came from. You know, this is, you know, that view, for example, you know, that's kind of beautiful. That's a kind of beautiful view. And I actually want to print screen that. So there we go. I'll just print screen that. Okay, so that's Petrol London. I assume the Great Works site here is different, yeah. Oh, bugger. Don't want to spin around that much. Whereas the Great Works site over there is actually non-existent, according to that. Let's go to Bankside. This was once my favourite city. Bankside, I'm pretty sure was it the third or fourth city I created? I can't remember. I think it might have been the third city that I created, and it was, oh, it was fun. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I think, just off the top of my head, it might have been tourism and gambling, tourism and casinos. Am I correct in my assumption? No, I don't think I am, actually. No, what city was tourism and casinos? Was Conflict Town, wasn't it? Yeah, Bankside's the one where I got a little bit different and made the big looping stuff, but it was still very grid-like and very symmetrical, but, you know, I like it. I think it looks quite nice. You know, you've got a little bit of industry down there, and I think that's what I was going for with this city. It was one that doesn't really have all that much industry. Thing is, Bankside never needed this much commercial zoning either, so that was a big mistake, but that's something I sort of learned. I haven't really applied it to a city. You haven't got to see me do it, but I have learned that commercial zoning is something you don't need a lot of. And if you're gonna zone residential, you should try and put commercial right next to it, as opposed to completely splitting them up. Like, these people down here are gonna go here, as opposed to traveling up to here or here. That's just how it works. It's a bit dumb. It's not how you get a job, but it's the way the pathfinding in the game works, so you have to deal with it. Next up, Yorkshire Cliffs, the second city I created. Now, this one is one I created off camera. I think I might have started it on a live stream, but I never really planned on showing you guys this city. I'm pretty sure I did a couple of times, but it was never one that I made for this series. It was never one I wanted to show off. It was just one that occasionally had to be shown off for one purpose or other. It was, you know, necessary, or I just wanted to, but this is one I created off camera to have a bit of fun with. You know, sit back, relax, and just enjoy, you know, chill with Yorkshire Cliffs and have a bit of fun with Yorkshire Cliffs, and it was nice. It was very, very nice to have an escape, really, from the cities where I have to actually try. Because that's what this one was. This was a city where I could sit back, relax, and not try. Which is sort of what the whole game should have been, but it wasn't. Very grid-like, of course, but this is the one where I kind of... This is the first city I had where I did something like this, and I've not done it since because it's terrible, but... You know, airport, it has, you know, large fire station. This was my most advanced city at one point, and I'm quite proud of it because, it's making a lot of money. It's very well laid out because everything just fits. So I really used my space quite well here, I think, personally. And, yeah, I just really, really like Yorkshire Cliffs. I think it turned out nice, and it was once again one of my most developed cities at one point. There are very, very few traffic problems here because there aren't that many people, but also there are a lot of roads. There are a hell of a lot of roads, so people, well, there's traffic problems here, obviously, there always is, but people have a lot of choice of where to go, and because of the, strict layout, it is basically a specific road for where you're going, so people aren't all going the same way, they're going where they need to go, and that is a good thing. That's something I kind of adopted for all my other cities, but, forgot towards the end with the likes of Detroit and Lumbridge. Now, right here, Lancaster Point. This is where it all began, 50 episodes ago. All those months ago, all that stress ago, and oh boy, all that hype ago. Lancaster Point, first city I ever created, and the city I've had the most criticism for. The city that the most people have seen, because that first episode did really, really well. It's a shame that the rest of them haven't done that well, but whatever, that's completely fine. Lancaster Point was interesting because the terrain was like this. It was different and I had no idea what to do with it. But to be honest, I really like it. I really do, because it's just my first city, my first proper city, not in the beta, not in this, not in that. And, I was experimenting with roads, and they still haven't fixed that bug. But I was experimenting, and it just looks good. And I'm happy with it. Wind power and all of that stuff and blah, blah, blah. Let's go back to Lumbridge, because we've had a visit to everywhere that we've created today. We got into stage 2 of construction on the Great Work International Airport, and that, as they say, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't know that I want to say it now that I really think about it, but that is that. We're done with SimCity. The Great Work, honestly, I would love nothing more than to be able to show you the construction, show you the finished international airport, and maybe I will. Maybe I will put up a little video in a week or two, a couple of weeks, whenever this is done. If I do it, if I even come back to finish this, I might put up a video showing, hey, here's the finished international airport. But for me, this is the end of my playthrough, because I've done what I wanted to do. I've got a series of fairly successful cities, and I've learned how to build a city. Look at this one, for example. 274,000 people. That's a hell of a lot of people. That's almost half all the people in the region living right here in the city that was meant to be nothing more than a little tiny hub. A little tiny place to give people, give space to work in and give workers to the rest of the region. The underdog city has come out on top, and Lumbridge is rising high in the sky. Look at that. It's absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it. This has been episode 50 of my SimCity playthrough. This is the end. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been the ConflictNerd. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching this series and giving me tips and advice and screaming at me and emailing me and watching the live streams and doing all that stuff, because it's been a hell of a lot of fun. Probably gonna... I would say that the game that will be replacing this will be Prison Architect, because it's another construction game and all that stuff. So if you want something similar, go and check that out. It's a lot of fun. There's already 2 episodes on the channel. But with that in mind, I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will not be seeing you next time in SimCity. That is for sure. Bye-bye. Oh! No, before I forget, there is going to be a parody. I am working on a SimCity parody, which will be out in a couple of weeks' time when it's finished. That's something that I promised would come out after I finished this series, and I'm going to keep that promise. But with that, folks, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the end. This is the end of SimCity. I've been the ConflictNerd, and I will not be seeing you next time on SimCity. Bye-bye.